The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Yeah, we're stuck here. My goal is to actually try to beat this game in this recording. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's going to be an attempt. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. I wonder. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? Unless it's Ray. It's Ray. It's gotta be Ray. Eek! I have no idea. Oh, well, that's no good, I guess. Oh, it's a person. Oh, it's it's Sissel. It's Sissel. Maybe Ray was Sissel all along. I see you managed to why am I talking so sucky? I see you managed to survive, detective. Let's just roll with it. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You know about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decide to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. Yeah, well, he also doesn't like being double-crossed, probably. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Here's the question, I guess. Who in the world are you? Sissel, look at you. What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight, trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am too. What? He's like, I'm not going to give it up without a fight. The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. I'm just gonna sit there. I like how not only can he manipulate objects, but he can also, like single objects, but he can put objects together to make himself like a robot body. They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, that meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. The radiation's power effect. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've got some of it figured out. 3 spirits. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects. And in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in powers we get, and it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over the past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. Is it? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what it does? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? Well, what about Sissel? On that day 10 years ago. Crash! Into your chest. What are the odds of that happening? A fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So, of course, I received special powers. But you can also live forever? Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Okay. Oh, because you died at the... Oh, you died at the Temsic meteorite itself. Now, what about Sissel? Are the Temsic remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of this crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of that of the meteorite radiation too. The radiation's a time effect. Another effect of the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death. Ah, this is so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? Contradictory existence. The eternal questions of life. That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separate my life and death. What? My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that instant in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. And the revenge. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know. They had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with the Temsic. Including you, I guess. Jowd. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. The professor and, Inspector Cabanella, I forgot his name, it's been a bit of time. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, himself. Because technically, he's a nuisance to whatever they want. I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsic fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. The girl, it's herself. You, detective. Me? One final target. If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay, it's my fault? But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invite you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. But then... Hold on, I'm confused. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So of course you didn't recognize me. Ah, I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Okay, so it was like a suicide almost. So that they would have reason to lock her up, I guess? Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. Miss. The aim was off and the first shot missed the mark. Technically the camera lied. Because they didn't show the first shot. junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. So how does whoever Sissel is... like... Okay, wait, what's the point of it? But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. Yeah, whatever Sissel is. I showed up. Huh? I mean, I showed up. Oh, him. Whoever this Sissel is, right? I was supposed to meet up with them after that. But then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha! The Inspector in White was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temzik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temzik sooner or later. There's still confusion. I assume I showed up as whoever Sissel is. Because Sissel... I don't know, man. This is where it'd be nice to have, like... Sometimes I don't know who's talking in the flashbacks. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush the submarine. Oh no! There are no cords that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and... There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. There is. We just haven't found it yet. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling, cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine, sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. I don't know if I can take him seriously when he's got, like, clockwork on his shoulders. Uh-oh, Camilla's awake. Gears, I'm gonna say Gears. Lynn? Camilla! Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Lynn's like, oh my god, I'm useless. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why did they just steal the Temzik fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why'd they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter now. Why now? We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. There's a tracker on it. This will tell us where Detective Jowd is. That present from the Inspector in White. That's right. Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, wait a minute. What about the torpedo? Or a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. It looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Oh god, now I gotta figure shit out. And I don't even know what I'm doing. What the hell? Who's over here? Missile? No. Oh, so my dad is here on the submarine? Don't worry. We're going to get him right now. Okay. I hope I didn't hurt Lynn's feelings. What I said about my dad saving us if he was here. Oh, don't worry about that. Comments like that just rolled right off Miss Lynn's back. She's really thick-skinned. Ouch. I'm going to start being tougher too. I want to make my dad proud of me. Miss Camilla! I'm sure your dad is very proud of you, Camilla. Okay, Lynn, do you have anything? So his shell is definitely there in the command room, right? Just without the fragment. It's there, yeah, but I don't know about calling it a shell. Detective Jowd's watch will tell us exactly where it is. Right, he said it was a radio receiver, didn't he? There might still be another torpedo on this submarine. If we use it, we can get to Detective Jowd. That's a brilliant plan, Detective. You think so? Heh. So what are you gonna do? Ride on the top of the torpedo? Of course not. You guys are going to. Darn, I kind of want to see that. Did you want to see me drown? Yeah. Okay. Now what? I can't open that up. That'll be dumb. What is going on here, though? Okay, I can't get to this thing, whatever it is, by just... I have to go, like... I have to actually use the... There. No. What is this thing I'm trying to get to here? Is this Camila or who? No. Okay, what do we do now? We go find a command room that was launched somewhere into the sea. What? How? Just to let you know, I don't like water very much. According to Lynn, the key to our plan is a torpedo kind of missile. Missile? You have a missile right here. I don't think she's talking about that kind of a missile. Now then, where did we see another Miss Torpedo? It was down there, wasn't it? I'd better open this. I know! That water would come... Yep. It's such a peaceful mood at the moment. No need to throw cold water on it. Well, I wouldn't go so far as to call it peaceful. Where is this goddamn thing? What is this? Oh, operate. Control. Ta-da! Grapes? What? Oh, I see which room we're in. I see which room we're in. Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, it looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? The machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly. I've been thinking about this for a while now. But don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? Says the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, it looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Well, time to use it to get somewhere. Oh my god. Well, dial. How am I gonna dial? Torpedo room. The torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jowd up, but something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room, too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. Alright, torpedo room time. Wow, that was fast. It looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. Yeah. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck. Trick time. Talking to here. What will happen to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile? Me? Of course I will. Count on it. I have missile now. So... I have to swap objects somehow. I have to swap objects. This is the telephone. Turn the valve. I have no idea what I'm doing yet. This is dumb. Swap! Why'd I even do that? What am I doing exactly? What's that point of the valve? There's nothing. Okay, lower. Here's, okay, I guess I'm supposed to do this. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. Torpedo. I mean, kind of, whatever. My reading is sucked right now. All set on this end, too. But something's odd. What is it? The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Right. Okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. Then what about you people? I don't understand how going... I don't understand. I've already set the torpedo's course. I'll head toward the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. Then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. No, I'm not following this plan, actually. You're going to the command. He's going to... Okay, come on, Missile. Missile? I'm sorry, I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel. I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want to see you go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn? You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, we might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla? I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! Oh, that was fast. That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. I mean, I can't visualize what they want. That's the thing. Sissel? Yes? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again. Right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will. I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes then. Good luck, friend. You know, I switched those two not even knowing what the hell I was doing. I literally don't know what we're doing. I can't visualize it. That's the problem. They're talking about shooting a missile around the control room and they're going to the control room, but they're not going to... I don't know what's happening. I really don't. I legitimately have no idea what's going on. I can't imagine. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I tried to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. I assume I gotta do something. It's better not be like an alternate ending where, oh, you failed to save Lynn, do the game over again. Uh-huh. That's a cutscene. Someone, is that Jowd that died? Yeah, Jowd's dead. It was Detective Jowd! I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him. You better not. You might break your teeth. This command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Indeed. Well, hold on. Whatever, it forced me. I pressed B. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How is Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. Oh, we have plenty of time to tell you. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine Yonoa. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you... Yomiel? 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 Yeah, that's who he is. So you do remember me. So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. But those people on the Yonoa were calling you Sissel. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jowd? Right. Okay, so Yomiel. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know? Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. It didn't look like no system engineer to me. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved up on this one. And then one day, the name of a certain super programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. Realmo, 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. I guess this will prove you wrong. Not even the passages of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mind to make a deal. And then, the deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers will be very variable to them. But, what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they helped me with my revenge plot. And the second was the rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, huh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response in the end was betrayal. With regard to betrayal, I mean, we kind of already know this. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temzik was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this? None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why did they just steal the hunk of Temzik meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanilla and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Oh, he's actually one? Don't tell me that old odd leaflet guy is one of them? No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. Okay. Plain old odd person. Imagine. The park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temzik meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temzik meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, huh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Zhao back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? But we promised. We promised Miss Lin and Miss Camilla we'd save them. We can't do that without you, Detective Zhao. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go, then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Alright, let's see what happened. How did he die? We don't need no autopsy. We just go and look at his death personally. If only it was always that easy. The control room. So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. Robot. By the way, I am not human, Detective. He's a robot. Are these people humans? I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all this trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly ever a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There is no need for you to know, Detective. Oh! Gun. Now is the time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Grrr. Camilla, forgive me. The only thing we can do is stop that gun. He's smiling. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. A possibility of turning this situation around. I don't see it. You gotta stop the gun or swap the... I don't think you can swap the gun out. I'd be amazed if we could. Alright, so... Huh? What is it, Detective? Look at your male shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temzik fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? The hell is this about? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temzik. His body cycled between moments that separate his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temzik fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temzik fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see. That means we could go back to 4 minutes before your death? But wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move. Oh man, that double rewind already. Let's just stop this whole thing from happening. Let's go back 10 years ago. Is that what we're doing? I wouldn't be surprised. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues. All I have to do now is remember. What do you mean you remember? It's not your body. The final journey to the truth starts now. But that's not your Okay, what's going on? Really? Already? I guess it's one more chapter. Final chapter. Oh, there we go. It's 8. I thought I saw 17. I only saw a guide because I was confused about some small things. Remember? I looked up guide. When was Yomel's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temsik meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The story of it all is about to replay itself. Temsik Park before death. Man, I guess because he technically just died? No. Anyways, whatever. Hi, Lynn, with her headphones on, playing with the leaves in the fall. It has a basket. It's ready! Plunger? What are you doing? Hold it. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Man, it looks like he hasn't aged. Are you sure you don't have it? Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you're coming in closer, I'll shoot her. He's a black cat. He's the black cat. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. That... He's the black kitten. When did the black kitten die? Wait, is the black kitten... Why did he have the black kitten anyway? Then. So you're a cat. Oh, there it goes. Are you sure it looked like it would have completely gutted him. Are you okay? You're all right now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods. They're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temsik meteorite, huh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from the fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Zhao? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can't accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Okay, let's get started. Because that black cat was in the cage. Why do you have a black cat in a cage? I don't get that part. That's Sissel. Oh man, this one's gonna be tough, isn't it? Okay, let's listen. Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When her sweet potato is almost ready, ha! She's not gonna budge from that. What do you mean? She's cooking a sweet potato in the... What kind of parents did she have? Letting her go into the middle of the night in this park to cook a sweet potato? But you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl all alone in the park listening to music and roasting a sweet potato? What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, if Lynn won't budge for that spot, they'll just have to have the fragment move instead. We're gonna have to swap it with something, right? The sweet potato! Oh no! Oh no! It's gonna get splattered by a sweet potato. God damn it. I mean, turn up, examine the sweet potato. What in the world is this thing? Oh boy, you ever forgot what a sweet potato is? It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. There's nothing like them on a cold winter's day. They're sweet and they smell delicious. These guys sure are making me want to try one. Time is passing indeed. What I'm gonna need... You're gonna go here. Where are you? Because... Nozzle. Nozzle. Law of nozzles. Get to the sweet potato, okay? That's all that's gonna happen. I don't get the cat. I really don't get the cat. We're gonna swap sweet potato with the meteorite, okay? That's literally the only thing we can do. It's literally, even I'm not that dumb. I thought it was a plunger. It's a stick with a sweet potato on it. I was wondering why the plunger was smoking. It's about time for that meteorite to come down. Uh-oh, we have to change the fragment's path somehow. It looks like both paths and fates can be difficult things to change. There has to be a way. If we work together, you and me, I thought we'd be able to do something. Thought? That's funny. Wonder why he's using the past tense. Well, I mean, the thing is, it's not like I can do much. I don't think. You see, I thought I would have to switch to the sweet potato. What are you doing? You're going to hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyways, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. Oh, wow. I mean... Look. Sissel can't even get there now. Look. It's a sweet potato. It has to be. I assume. There's literally nothing else. Not like I can turn the nozzle on, right? Basket rock. Sweet potato there. I like how somehow, unless it looks like this, the meteorite. Yes, yeah, blah blah, we already read this. So like, that's not really doing much, is it? The nozzle thing is not doing much. I mean, I could try and turn them all on, but Look, I can't even reach that nozzle, for Christ's sake. Unless I can... Can I swap them? I don't know what the nozzles can even do here. You can't swap nozzles, by the way. That sounds disgusting, though. No, you can't swap nozzles. Cannot swap nozzles. Sweet potato in the water. I already did the headphones, the roasted sweet potato. Change the meteorite's path. I don't know how. It's not like I can just easily... Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. We can't analyze the core of the meteorite. I thought maybe we could swap it with a sweet potato. I really thought so. Why is that not possible? Retry it. I doubt we can move those two from that spot. Which means we have to do something about with the Temsic fragment instead. That should be easy with our powers. I think you're right, Missile. This could be the grand finale. I have an idea now. I have an idea. I'll meet you when I think I got it. It's basically timing based. So sweet potatoes there. But Sissel can't get there. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Okay. Sissel needs to be there. There's nothing to really skip. I don't know why I said I'd skip. There's nothing to skip. Basically, we're going to stop this thing from happening by just literally, you know. Okay, so that means Sissel also has to. Oh, God. Sissel has to act quick. Sissel has to act very quick here. He has to follow the potato as well. God damn it. He has to follow that potato. He has to follow the potato. Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big scary sweet potato. That's not a sweet potato missile. That's Mino. Oh, right, of course. But look at them. The potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape. So you're saying you can swap them, huh? Good idea, Missile. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna need your help. My help? Wait, hold on. What do you mean you're his help? Wait. I know. Okay, well, what I could think here is... No. Stop. Trick time. Go up here. And then... swap. I don't know what that's gonna do even. Why would I swap those? Oh! Oh, look. Its post is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It just might hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, the Tensei fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino sits firmly in its way, then fate should change. Well, it's over now. Presumably. There. How's that? Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little. Now Yomiel's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at that fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed what its path it's in. In its path? No! Ah! It got his leg. Oh! Detective Jowd! Tensei fragment shot through his leg. What? But the cruel twist of fate weren't over yet. Ugh. He's gonna shoot. Come on, put it down. Huh? Jowd, put the gun down now. If you don't, I'm going to shoot him. I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down. No! I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen! Missile, the bullet stopped in midair. I'm here, inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something. What? With what? Detective Jowd, the mirror fragment that is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. The sweet potato. I already fucking planned for this thing, god damn it. Now he's gonna get a sweet potato in his face. Oh, oh god. But then Mino's gonna crush him. Oh no. We stopped the bullet. But we still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed. But I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still, this fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. And he's gonna remember this, but we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Oh god, Mino! It's gonna fall on Lynn. Look out! Wake up. You gotta get out of here. Yeah. Damn it. My leg won't work. It's all over. We're out of time. Miss Lynn! It's not over yet. But there isn't anything else we can swap with. Why don't we just let it play out, and then we try to find another way next time. Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse, and then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen. Not if I can help it. But what can we do now? Even if we work together... I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Sissel and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yumil! Sissel, your power is manipulate objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. We're gonna replace Mino with that glass. Just trust me. Let's go. Alright, I'll try moving to there. We're gonna let this go to... Now, gather your strength and make it spray as your life depended on it. Ugh, I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. Remember, you'll only have a split second. Okay, now do it! Got it. Now. Now it's your turn, Missile. What? Me? What can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, I got it. But you can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. No, it won't. But even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. Yeah, what are you getting at here, Emil? And now what? It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino. What can we do now? I don't see how getting a second or 2 helped. Oh, it helped all right. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? Him. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute. You mean? That's right. I'm going to save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Oh. Well, he got his legs crushed. You gots. But did he crush... Oh, man. I don't know if that's worse or not. Is he dead? Sure, you say it was fine with death. Ah, you're awake. Hey, mister. Is your knee okay? Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... What's that? This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. A detective's badge? Thanks. Suddenly, okay, you know what to do, little detective. So basically, the only way to stop this whole thing was to just stop it from the beginning. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Oh man, I know I'm not supposed to laugh, but you think about it, it's like, he's a crippled now. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. Cat died. And that's actually Sissel. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of limp. Is he okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? He's a cat. This is a cat. Like, well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel's. Sissel? The name Sissel echoes in my head. Oh, what is this cat? How are you? Wait, that's my real name. Wait, how were you alive for 10 years, Sissel? Well, actually, no, if it was a kitten. These long, lonely 10 years. You were my one and only friend. So you died that night, too. How about it? Do you remember now? Well, I guess he took the image of his master or his companion. Old friend? I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kid that wandered to this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. You got hit by the meteorite too? That's the only that makes sense. Like, I should have figured it out, but it's like, it's just something you don't think about. You saw the cat once, you're like, what? Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. So when did you die? Somebody please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at that time. I'd lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore. I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten, with no recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while. You lived as a cat? Wait, that's so confusing. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. But you carried him to the junkyard too. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." Wait, this cat? No. You're not telling me the cat committed suicide? The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. Oh! He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Oh! I get it. I was like, who are you talking about? I didn't even know he had a fiancée. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted artificial light. Oh, were you supposed to be... You were supposed to transfer into the cat. That's why, right? But wait. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. So, I'm still confused. Who's Ray? I left my old sub-bird in that junkyard and walked away. And you wanted to live as a cat? The black cat. I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. What? Oh, the first shot killed Sissel. I was able to control her completely. Oh, damn! The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag. With the Temsic fragment close by. Yes, that's where I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead. My ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who could get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. The corpse ran away. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? Just pretty much just to say, fuck it. Just get rid of everything that happened. So, Yomiel, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. Doesn't that also mean that his wife stays alive? Jesus Christ, the whole game was pointless. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. I knew 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including my memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, huh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Yeah, because technically he can still be arrested for taking a hostage. Hey, Sissel. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just want to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yumiel? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomil. Sissel, are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Sissel, I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, it looks like you've come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. Well, yeah, because that... Wait, hold on. Who's going to get miss... Yeah, this changes everything, though. You can't just... Whatever. Because, I don't know... we all witnessed the birth of a new beginning. And now, we're each going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Everything changed. That was the only way to prevent it. Just go to the beginning. Wait! Huh? What do you mean, wait? Before we go back to a new present, I want to thank you. Ah, Ray, who are you? Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you. Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I am really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. Jesus Christ. What now? What can you add on to this? You changed the fates of many people tonight. The first of which was hers. Lynn. And then... If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die. That lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. Are you a mouse? Are you a mouse? After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. Yeah? Both of them? Oh, this is like the events as they would have without the prevention? Oh, I see. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, killed both of them. Two little dead bodies were left behind. Okay, this is what happened if Sissel had not done anything. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward his mistress. And that's when a miracle occurred. Wait, what? Look at that! The power of the dead! But how? He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it. Do you not? Oh, because Sissel was there and he died. Hey, wait a minute. Sissel was there. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. So it would have happened regardless. Just in a different place. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was able to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in the deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? Wait, hold on, I'm confused right now. What's happening here? You're like he decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. Wait, you're Missile? What? And that's the other version of the story of this night. The story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you, huh? It's an alternate version of Missile, but then how? Oh, you're older Missile. That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fates of those people on your own, so you decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly. And then, at last, that fateful night rolled around again. So a cat and a dog, basically. By this time, I had grown old and my powers were weak, so I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second, you were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching the man in red, I found out that there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power, especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before on that night, the first time around. What? We met before? Jesus Christ, I didn't think this... From listening to the conversation of the two intruders in the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at the junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the ghost world past to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Oh, that's that fake doctor. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my first stand on end, I can tell you. That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well. To what? You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you disappeared. And away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to Yomiel. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit. A time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over. Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that? Completely made up. A little nutty of me, you know? I know. But I just want you to use your time wisely. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. Jeez. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Missile, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile. So you waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course. Because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Sissel. And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what really happened in this town tonight. And that foreign government would never have a way, and made my way back to a new present. And that foreign government would have no reason to know about Temzik, because the man in red, well, Romeo would never have told them about it, for his advantage. Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn the lights on here. No, you can't. You're a cat, aren't you? Oh, no, it's her. Oh, birthday. Surprise. Oh, no. It's not going to shoot her. It's Lynn's birthday. And Cupid's not going to do the thing. It's Camilla's thing. Wait, hold on. Huh? Boom. There's Sissel. Hey, were you surprised? You bet I was. You really scared me to death. Oh yeah, well technically if she was trying to become a detective, she would still know Jowd. Yippee, it worked! And she would still be friends with Camilla. But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made the surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. Is this 5 years ago? No, technically not. That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jowd. Dad, you're home. Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. Lynn, congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges, too? Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. Haha! How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is a symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, huh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. Haha! That you will. That you will. Oh, hello. Don't tell me that you're the same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Sissel. Sissel. It seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn. Hey, it's the wife. Oh, that's what she looks like. All right, everyone. I'm not even going to do voices anymore. Let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. Oh, look. Lynn's favorite. Chicken Kitchen. Are you dead, Sissel, still? Did you still die? I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you to here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world. I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. What about Missile? We didn't see Missile. They never adopt him? And now, this is my new fate. He's still a kitten. How? You're dead, right? Sissel died. Is that gonna be a sad fate for a cat? I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful parents of their lives as they unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Whoa, damn. No, I can't. I wasn't expecting him to be a cat, and yet it was kind of... No, it wasn't obvious. They hinted at the cat, but I didn't think, oh, it's just... Hi. What the hell is Cavanagh doing with Missile? And why is Missile dancing with Cavanagh? Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey, Missile. I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. Oh, you're... But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. Oh, so your Missile is Lynn's pet. And now Sissel is Camilla's pet. Why is the mother not eating? Damn, look at that spaghetti. What about Yomiel? Or Yomiel? What happened to him? Prison? Crippled? What's this about? There. How do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Oh, he's imitating. Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanella. What kind of example is the inspector providing for his men? Okay, we're learning everything slowly. Can we get the credit? I'm gonna put the credits on. Well, whatever, I'll figure out what to do. Oh, are you actually working here? Here's your food, gentlemen. Still looking for that guy's attention. Oh, it's a swanky bar here. Memory, what are you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for the special investigation unit today. So you're on a part-time job here again, just so you can eavesdrop? Oh, that doesn't change. Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. That guy doesn't care with the triangle head. Pyramid head. La 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 la. Oh man, she packs it away too apparently. La 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 la. I've never cooked this way before. So exotic. So exciting. What way? Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek, and is it really necessary? This new curry chicken menu item? But our very best customer requested it. Now good luck with the blah blah blah. It goes too fast. I can't even read it if I'm trying. Okay, I can't read it like with the voices and stuff. There's no point to that table. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. It's for a customer. Just who exactly is his very best customer anyway? It's Yomiel, right? Yomiel. Oh, him, the curry lover. I forgot about him. He's not a crook anymore. That means the punk rocker also is, not in prison either. Oh look, they're still criminals. Are you sure we really need all these explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said. I have to read it fast. I think that's excessive. Wait a minute. 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. Boom. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm rich. Wait. The chicken kitchen has all that money? Why? I'm not even gonna ask. Oh yeah. So this is where you work, huh, Papa? Why do you still have a wine glass? That's right, sweetheart. You didn't go. Darling husband, don't you have any idea all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories. The indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? No, must you will talk that way in front of our darling angel? Here is to the staunchy mind of my darling husband. Ouch! Oh! I got a bruise from that. That's the, I don't know how to do it. I'm just trying to fill up until I see the next scene. Or see Yomiel last, obviously. Yomiel. Oh, what are you doing?
The deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good, my man.
The Yonoa is about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be for once, sir.
Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me the case of the vapors? I've nearly died of fright just now.
Sound management and the music and then the sound effects. Management of what? That's a sushi Mori. Oh, look. He didn't look like a famous punk rocker. He looks like he's just playing Love, Peace, and Pigeons. Long live rock and roll. Oh, him. Still studying Temzik? Uh-oh. Are they stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here. Oh, charging admission. Man, just be happy that the park's not being turned into a bunch of condos or something. Come on, bruh. I live in this park. I can't live anywhere else. I'd have to have money. Is he nervous again? Of what? Today's the day, you know. He's finally getting out. Ah. Man, 10 years. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomachache. We call it Dance Away the Pain. It's the same dance. Ooh, I'm really interested in this one. You could show it to me, say, next week. You got it. It's Yomiel. He's in prison. He's getting out of prison. Oh, the languages. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Alright, so what I'm going to do now after this game, I'm going to finish and go back to a bunch of things and try and finish them and do a bunch of things that have been requested for a little bit. I know I'm a bit late on everything. It's hard. It's been hard. But I'm going to get to it. I also got to try and get through SMT because I'm way behind on that. But god damn it. It's just so hard to do. Look at all these people. It's like, yeah, you don't have any titles. Special thanks to these people. You must be near the end. Once you hit the special thanks, you know you're near the end. Alright, let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, look! What? He's the artist now? Hey, your legs work. 10 long years, Yomiel. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. Ah, it's Lynn, isn't it? What are you painting? Thank you, Sissel. Oh, he's alive. Did your girlfriend, fiance leave you still? Did she wait for you while you're in prison? I don't know if she'd want to stay with someone who tried to kill a child. Ah, that's what he drew. Sissel. Hooray! Whoop, donk. Hey! That was just an art picture. Oh, wait, no, his fiancée came to visit him, right? Why did I say Lynn? That didn't make sense. But wait, hold on. That still doesn't make sense. Why would... Never mind. Why would your fiancé come to visit you every... But wait, no, I don't know. Never mind. Never mind. Return to title. Well, that's all that we can do. That's it. We're done. Ghost Trick's done. It was a good game. I actually like that ending. It was different. What if we press continue? What happens if we press continue? Let's see what happens if we press continue. I'm actually genuinely curious. Is it like a new game plus? It is a new game plus. No, we're good. We're fine. I'm not going to do this. I don't know what you can get in a new game plus, but it was a good game. Actually, I actually enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Story was good. I mean, the puzzles weren't that hard. Sometimes they could be, but whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching. I enjoyed it. I got a lot of things I want to do now. Mostly finish up some game stuff that I have put on the back burner for a while that I had started and not finished. Until next time, people, though, so long.